Hi, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about your reading for today. We're starting with reading an introduction to dystopian fiction. Someone might be watching. Dystopia is when things in government have gone really, really bad. And I'll tell you what, honestly, I love dystopian fiction. It's a lot of what I read personally. And my dog's looking at me. Come here. And I love Divergent. I love the Hunger Games. I've read so many different kind of books. There's this book called the Ugly series. It's amazing. So if you like this kind of stuff, it's everywhere in movies and television. So we're going to read a bunch of these short stories that are considered dystopian fiction. Um, it kind of gives us the worst possible version of society, which kind of relates to right now because we're living through a very rough time in society. It's the opposite of a utopia. A utopia is a perfect world. So they compare it to a fun house mirror. I just like to say that the perfect world and then the opposite of the perfect world, which would be the least perfect world. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Widgie. Nobody see you. Come here. All right, so back in the 1900s, thank you, baby. Okay, you can stop. They see you now. Back in the 1900s, they thought perfection was actually starting to become possible because the Industrial Revolution and economy was starting to improve and all of that. But dystopia is a bad place. It's where everything has gone wrong. You know those people who actually we're two of those people. We don't have an Alexa in our house or an Amazon Echo or anything like that because my husband doesn't want it listening to us. So those kind of people who are convinced that the government is listening to them, that people are watching them through their webcam, like on my laptop here, they kind of take that idea and they really make it the absolute worst. It's going to become a dystopia. A famous novel is 1984 and Brave New World, The Handmaid's Tale, The Hunger Games. These are very common. They all have common themes. So when you're reading these dystopian stories, you want to look for these common themes, um, like surveillance. Um, People are always watching you, and you might act differently if you're being under surveillance, if you're under surveillance all the time. Another theme is the downside of human intervention. Yeah, intervention. Um, ooh, there's a movie where people are created. I'll think of the name of it later and let you guys know. Uh, my husband will remember it. So, so intervention in health and genetics, so you don't have to suffer from ill health anymore. Um, I'm sorry, I'm scanning this at the same time. It also magnifies the perils of misinformation. People in a dystopia don't ever hear like the correct information. The Hunger Games, they didn't know what life was like in the other districts, and this kind of goes through all of that. Also, a lack of individuality, which I know is something that would really kill you guys. You love being individuals. In these dystopians, a lot of dystopian genre, a lot of times there is no individuality. Everything's enforced by the government. That's kind of the thing going on in Ugly. They have common themes and styles because they reflect our society. And again, they're showing us our worst case scenario. So, again, I love a dystopian. I think y'all are really going to enjoy this, even though you're doing it from home. I'm really proud of all of you who are keeping up. And thanks for tuning in. And just hanging out. Say hi. All right. Bye, everybody. Stop it.